So I have Jen from Paseo Club in studio, and I have to tell you, it's a surprise to her as well. She may be my new co-host. We're trying to figure it out as we go. Jen, we were just talking about the grapevine because my sources are telling me that the 5 is open through the 5 is open through the grapevine with intermittent escorts. However, your sources, which are what are your sources?
I've got a Twitter feed coming from KCAL News right now that says due to a significant amount of ice buildup, the grapevine will remain closed possibly throughout the afternoon.
And it does, and I have to tell you that makes sense because the rain is coming down, so there could definitely be some ice.
Absolutely.
And maybe Caltrans did not get a chance to update their Twitter feed yet, but
it could be. In all fairness, they're probably pretty busy right now.
A little bit busy.
Yeah.
There's some stuff on their plate.
A little bit to do today.
Yeah. I mean, as it has been. So, again, listen, here's the deal. If I may, Jen.
Absolutely.
From Paseo Club. Let's just take out the 5 from your plans today. How about we just stop before Castaic, Stevenson Ranch and South.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay, and then we'll be good.
Right.
And then we'll check on the 138, we'll check on the 15, the 39. All right, let's do some weather. Although we've already kind of talked about it, it is starting to drizzle. And it has been drizzling, and that's probably the reason for the ice now in through the grapevine. It is only 43 degrees currently in Newhall. Please be careful.
98.1 FM and AM 1220.
And I thank you again, Jen from Paseo Club at 8:40 on this Monday for all of your information. I appreciate that.
I'm always happy to be here. I love hanging out with you.
You're here for me.
I am. Absolutely.
It's basically what it boils down to. So on rainy days, let's talk about the Paseo Club. Really cool place. We've spoken about, it's all inclusive. There's no country club vibe where I'm not good enough.
No.
To be a part of it. Nothing like that. So on days like this, and for the last 5 days, and continuing forward for the next 3, because this is storm number 3 that we're getting.
And happily, my sources say the same thing. So I'm glad we're aligned there. Rain through Wednesday, and then
I got you.
Then we're good.
Okay. So what do we do at Paseo Club? Because I can't go out to the tennis courts and beat you with my backhand.
It is true. Right now, you cannot.
So what do we do?
So it's time to get the fitness on. It's time for the cross training. It's time for, all the things that we talk about we need to do.
Okay.
It's time for a little, it's time for a little restorative yoga.
Okay.
Get a little stretch on, extend those muscles. You go to restorative yoga, you literally get wrapped in blankets. It's so friendly.
Wait a second.
It's like getting hugged.
Wait a minute. Wait a second. I've never been to this with blankets. What are you talking about?
Because I'll tell you for real, right? Because we've got the full range. You could come and work out with me and crazy psycho, how much can we sweat? How much weight can we throw? You've got that end.
Right.
However, there's also restorative yoga. You're laying down. You're wrapped in a blanket.
So far, I'm loving this. Laying down in a blanket. I'm all in.
Good mental place. So on the Mondayest Monday that ever Mondayed, right? Like we have right now, you could be wrapped up, feeling this hug from a yoga blanket, centering your mind, centering your body. I mean, it really could get you back on track.
I'm assuming those classes are going to be filled from days like this because we just, we need all the help we can get.
I think so.
It tends, weather like this and extended weather like this tends to, we have some problems that we don't normally have. Snow, maybe.
Hey, hello. Right?
Did you get snow over the weekend? Because we got snow in Stevenson Ranch.
Paseo Club had a little bit of snow.
It was fantastic.
Little
dusting.
Wasn't beautiful.
That fun?
It was beautiful.
But that's not usually what happens.
No.
So here in Southern California, so we have to go with the flow, and we have to kind of, make little adjustments here and there. And the Paseo Club is here for us to do that.
Exactly.
They don't literally leave us out in the cold.
No.
shut down pickleball courts and shut down tennis courts. They don't leave us out in the cold. They
Right.
have stuff for us to do and continue. And also, tell me about like the social scene on days like this. Like, do we still have a social scene?
Absolutely. Yes, the bar is still going to open this afternoon. You know,
magic
TVs
words.
are on. It's really nice because there's a huge major event that happens in Palm Springs. The preemptive part of the event starts this week. So tennis will be on TV. So even though, we can't necessarily play this afternoon, we could watch some great tennis and think about how it's only a couple days away.
Only
but
a
we'll be back
couple.
on the court and back on track and, back to the normal stuff. But all the social's still there, all the friends still get out and meet and you try something new.
Yeah.
You get a bunch of buddies and you go do restorative yoga instead of your normal pickleball because you feel like a nice warm hug today.
And how fun is that? Sometimes I have to tell you, and you know this about me, I'm a little resistant to change. I like my normal routine kind of
Right.
thing. But then once you do it, it's like, oh, why didn't I do this? Why
Yes.
didn't I ever do this? Why didn't I ever, move past the pickleball courts?
Right.
So you got to try because I think you'll like it for sure. And I think you'll like the change. And as long as the bar is open, all is well.
Everything's fine.
Everything is fine. Go to Paseo Club. It's the Paseo Club, right?
ThePaseoClub.com.
.com. Go to thepaseoclub.com. Check out the pictures, and then call Jen, or call anybody. I mean, who's not busy today? Who's not busy? Who do you
Tucker
think?
and Lauren are going to be there today. They're going to be hanging out.
Tucker and Lauren, come on.
You reach out to Renee, our tennis director.
Renee.
He's obviously not going to be on the courts. I'm sure he would love to talk to you.
Renee, step
about all
up.
things tennis.
Belly up to the bar, Renee. Let's go.
That's right.
Let's call them. Let's come in because as beautiful as the website is, as beautiful as the pictures are, you really have to see it.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to experience it, because we can be here all day long going the bar, the patio, the pickleball, the, restorative yoga. We can do that all day long. But if you don't see it, you don't get it.
Right.
You don't really understand it.
You don't feel it.
You don't feel it. There's a vibe.
Yep.
There's a vibe. And for the longest time, when you would come in and talk about it, and Lauren would come in occasionally when, you were sleeping in. And, I have this preconceived thing in my mind that it's like a 70s country club. Remember when you were a kid and all the parents in the neighborhood, you wanted to belong to the club.
Yes.
The club.
Collared shirts.
Right?
All your tennis whites.
Not that.
Definitely not that.
That's not the vibe.
No.
This is fun. It's all inclusive. It's community. It's just, and it's gorgeous to boot. It's just lovely. Patio, friendly, and the bar is open this afternoon, which is, let's move that to the top 10.
Right? That might be the most important thing,
Goes to
given
the-
all this rain.
Right? Go to the website, give Jen a call, or any of her colleagues, take a tour, and go have some fun. Do something for yourself. P.S. 2023 do something for yourself year. I don't know if you knew that.
If I did not already know, I needed to know. Self-care in 2023.
Yeah.
That's
That's what it's all about.
put it on a poster. We need to do it.
I'm making a poster.
I love it.
So, having said it's Monday, and it's probably one of the worst Mondays because things are just crazy in all, everywhere, kind of crazy. And it might get a little crazier later on because of roads closing yet again. However, we have some solace at the Paseo Club.
That's
So
right.
check it out. Go to the website. Go have some fun. Relax. Jen, I love when you come in. You should really come in more often.
I'm ready to co-host whenever you're ready.
You clearly are ready to cook. You obviously, you are ready to co-host.
I am.
So thank you very much for coming in, and thank you for the information on the roads. Appreciate it so much.